Nice stadium.
Yes.
Right.
No sofa.
Rubbish.
And we cannot sit down in the stadium, so we have to sit on the
Sit
floor.
on the floor. Tomorrow we'll have to go to
I
IKEA
don't
and buy a sofa.
It's not valid on
I know,
match
so
day, you know.
Look at this. We have a
Guest.
We have a
guest.
special guest.
I say,
Hi.
hi Martin. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
where are you from? Where are you
I'm
from?
Filippo.
Scotland?
Filippo. Yeah. I come from school and anyway, no. I come from Italy actually. But anyway, go on. We have to play better game. It's not Scotland against England, but it's Italy against Spain. Is
Okay,
it?
so now you should. Okay, I can have
Now
I have an
you-
Italian
no.
accent, so
No,
exactly.
now you have to speak like Trapattoni.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
okay,
speak
yeah.
in a very Italian accent
Yeah,
about
exactly.
this game. We want to win this game. We have to defeat Spain. It's gonna be the good time for us.
Can you say Mamma Mia?
Mamma mia! Like Di
Okay,
Canio
right.
did
Okay,
after the goal.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're here
Okay,
where
so-
tomorrow Spain will play Italy.
Hey.
There's one way of looking at this, and the Spanish players today, and Iniesta was talking about this a couple of hours ago in
Yeah.
the press conference, that the turning point was 2008 for them.
22nd.
22nd of June,
Yeah.
where Spain had played on the 22nd of June, 3 games in a row, always knocked out on penalties.
Oh.
They had not beaten Italy since 1920
Right.
in the
Olympic
Antwerp
Games.
Olympic Games in Belgium. I think it's Belgium. Yes.
Yes.
For a minute there, I was like, where the bloody hell's Antwerp? That's right.
Yeah.
And they hadn't got to a semi-final since 1984. So it was all those things come together, and Spain still got through. That changed everything. So the question obviously is, are we now confronted by a situation in which these two sides have almost swapped roles?
Yeah.
No, but if you take a look objectively, I'm sorry.
Objectively, that's pretty good.
I think that there's no discussion. I mean, Spain has the best squad. They
Yeah.
have the best player. They're players that, apart from the 70 games they have in their legs, they have they feel really good. This is what Del Bosque said today. That he feels that the team is ready and they feel prepared and they have rested.
Yeah, you know what? They've won 14 games.
Yeah.
If they won tomorrow, it's 15. No one has done that in official competitions. And going back to the point of 2008, that was a great turning point, because I think if you think that the worst or one of the worst Italy possibly almost beat the best Spain of all time. It was a pity for us, but now we are, I think, in a good position, because as underdog we are fine.
We are underdog. We like pressure. That's the
Exactly.
part of Italian football history. That if we feel pressure, if we got problems, scandals, we usually
We
perform
won
really
twice the
well.
World Cup.
Yes, maybe this time a bit too much, because I mean the scandal was absolutely a nightmare, and it was in the heart of the team. Criscido was left back, was left out of this competition. Bonucci is playing, but we know that there is an inquiry on him. So this is not something like in 2006, connected only to directors, only to managers, only
And
to
perhaps
businessmen.
Prandelli is not
players.
as strong as Lippi and Berzot were in 2006 and 1982. So I don't know about.
I mean, and there's also a fundamental footballing factor, which is that Italy right now is just. I mean, pressure or no pressure, scandal or no scandal, Italy are just not as strong as Spain.
No, and then the difference between 2008 or before 2008 and here is that Spain now knows how to compete.
Well, I think there's
Which
They
is
have
something that
More confidence.
Yeah,
I remember
confidence.
I was working on Spain before that game in 2008, and they
were
seemed to
scared.
be paralyzed.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a sort of superiority complex as Italian in terms
Yeah.
of in the special games. Now maybe
that night
know,
has changed everything.
I was going to say, is there a very simple way of looking at 2008 when you talk about, as a Spanish always refer to it as a punto de inflexión, a turning point?
Yeah.
In that by winning the European Championship, Spain didn't only change their history, they changed their future as well. Because they created a path to follow.
Yeah.
They reinforced an identity which before everyone, if they'd been knocked out by the Italians, they said, the tiki-taka, people would have said tiki-taka doesn't
exactly.
work, get rid of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But by winning, tiki-taka does work. And by the way, tiki-taka was a myth in 2008.
Yeah.
There was
And in
tiki-taka up to a
2010.
point, and in 2010, tiki-taka was a defensive
They've
tactic,
won
not
the
an
World Cup and
offensive
scored
one.
in
And
8
it
goals.
still is a
Only 8
defensive
goals,
tactic.
yeah.
Because it's about control. It's not necessarily about creativity, although that's there as well. It's really about control. Tiki-taka is really about
Now
control.
there is one man that wraps it up everything. That is Andres Iniesta. His form, I think, he himself alone can beat Italy. I think, and this is. I
Del
think
Bosque
this is
said something really interesting today. And it's unusual because Del Bosque, whenever you ask him about a specific player, he always says, no, everybody's important. Always.
Yeah.
Iniesta had said, for those that don't know this, the press conferences were done in 2. So it was the first press conference with 3 players, then afterwards Del Bosque. So Iniesta was asked, and he said, well, I went into 2008 injured, I went into 2010 injured, I now feel like I'm in optimum conditions.
Yeah.
And this is great, and it's great news for Spain. They then asked Del Bosque about it. I can't remember who it was now, but someone asked Del Bosque, and he said, "We hope that Andres Iniesta will be decisive as ever." It was very unusual to hear Del Bosque talk about a player, concrete, specific player, as being, the kind of creative heart.
Yeah. We have to go.
Prediction.
The score,
Predictions.
which will
Score.
be the
I'm going to
score?
say that because both teams are happy with a draw, and it's the first game, I'm going to go for 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1 draw.
1-1.
You know, it's the same result for me. 1-1 draw.
Can I change, because in the Spanish version I said Spain will win
Italians
3-1,
cheating.
and in the English version, since I'm talking to other people, not only to Spanish people, I say that Italy for sure will win the game. No problems. No problems. No, I think Spain are largely favourite for this game.
I agree with you. I think that Spain has maybe the most complete squad in their history, and I think they now they know they can compete and beat Italy. They will win 2-0.
Gong.
Ciao, caro.
Ciao.
Addio, addio.
Oh, nearly fell over. Ciao. Devo riprendere.